Here we go. Happy Monday. How are y'all? I'm so excited for it to be Monday. I'm so excited for us to be in full on freaking momentum. It's the best. So I'm excited today because a couple things is that one, you're going to hear from Alicia, and I'm not going to keep her because she's got two littles and she's extremely busy. But what I want to say is the energy has been set. The standard has been set. She has a massive goal of running for Emerald extremely quickly. And let me tell you, she's doing the things. And nothing, I don't know about y'all, but nothing inspires me more than feeling energy from somebody who's actually doing what they say they're going to do. Like nothing. And it can be hard to motivate yourself, right? It can be hard to motivate yourself. I love there's Trisha Rieger says, do you wake up, if you're worried about getting protein in, do you wake up every morning just excited to get your protein in or excited to do your workout, right? You don't need to be motivated, but that energy, if you'll stay close to people who are in high energy, you're going to vibe off of it. Okay. So this girl has been doing 3 calls a day, like opportunity calls. She has been hosting them even when no one shows up, practicing. I mean, someone's good when they're practicing. So Alicia, I want you to just share real quick what you've been doing to get you going.
Um, yeah, so this month, all you could hear from everybody, from all of our leaders, is how this is a huge momentum month, that it is March Madness month. And you guys, I just have a big why. Like, my husband works 50 to 60 hours a week. And when I heard that this is a really big month, and I wanted to create that momentum because I wanted to create options for my family. Like, I just see it. I see is the way to do it. And it is so much more fun to build a business fast than it is slow. And the only way to build it fast is to get some momentum behind you and get going. And that's what I wanted to do. I'm just listening and yeah, I'm just listening and wanting to jump on board with that momentum.
Sorry, kids. Okay. All right.
No, yeah, my TV is like in and out of Wi-Fi right now, y'all. So who knows what's going to happen.
So will you share what your why is with everybody? Would you do that?
Yeah, so I'm a stay-at-home mom and I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Okay. And my that's great and I love it, but I'm a stay-at-home mom because we make a lot of sacrifices. I knew my husband and I both knew that when we had children, I wanted to stay home. I wanted to stay home and raise them and be with them and not miss anything. But we really have to make a lot of sacrifices to do that. We say no way more than we say yes. And my husband works 50 to 60 plus hours a week, and he's in car sales. And he is at the mercy of like his dealership, his clients. He is just honestly, he's never home with us. We can't even make plans because if he gets off at 5 o'clock, it never fails. He has someone that comes in at 5 o'clock to buy a car, and he has to stay there because he is the breadwinner for our family. He is what brings in the income, and we have to put food on the table. And I'm just tired of it. I want him to be home with my babies. I want him to be home with me. I want him to be able to get into a different line of work until that happens. And I saw the vision. I saw a way to get out of my current situation, and I'm running with it. Like, I literally wear 3 little cheapo. I got a $5 pack of rings. That's 3 rings that I wear on this finger every single morning. And when I have a moment where like I'm tired or I just can't, I'm someone gave me an answer that I didn't really like, or, it kind of embarrassed me or something for a second. I don't care because I look at these 3 rings and it stands for Matthew, Jet, and John William. Those are my boys. Those are my love. And I just say, let them. And I move on from there because those people are not paying my bills. Those people are not the ones that are going to get me out of my situation. And I got a big why. I want more time, quality time with my family.
I love that. That like literally made me emotional. I was like, oh my gosh. I love that so much. So the thing is like when we decide something, have you felt that energy shift where like you decided it? And I love that you said when things get hard, when I get a weird answer and makes me feel uncomfortable or whatever, I come back to it. I think sometimes we expect it to like, okay, I made a decision and now I don't have to do any work. And now I can just sit here and just pray for it or manifest it or believe for it. And it really is, it's like it's the two things combined, right? It's belief and action. Action will literally take away every worry that you have. Every
Yeah.
worry that you have, action will take care of it. Because when you actually fall in and start to believe and feel like you know where you're going and what you're doing, everything becomes clear. So, for example, I literally was like, hey, Alicia, you should make a triplex video for your team. So when they're coming in and they're like, what's plexus? Like, you need something. No joke. Like, I promise you, 5 minutes later in my inbox is this freaking phenomenal triplex video. And here's the thing, out of overflow, right? She's been watching all the stuff because she's so excited about it and passionate about it. And Alicia will be ranking gold probably today, which is really exciting. A really big deal. Um, but just getting out there and doing the things. And what I wanted you guys to hear this morning is that it is possible. It is possible. Going whatever speed is right for you is possible. But what I want you to hear on top of that is that if you want to go quickly, that is also possible. If you want to move up these ranks quickly and make a decision to get to where you are earning that six-figure mark and can retire your husband. So like Megan retires Phil over here and Phil's able to hop on Power 30 and grace us. You are literally center my screen. I'm going to take a photo because I'm going to send this to you. Phil's my bestie. And so I love it when he can hop on and just be here. But I am so excited that we are in momentum. We are in Power Week. We are in that season where everything is starting to really kind of just take off. So I wanted to quick here look and see. Okay, the other question I was going to ask you is what are you doing to recruit, Alicia? Because you recruited 5 people just last week alone. So what are you doing to recruit? And then also I want to add this. Alicia's not just recruiting, she's developing silvers. And so that's super important as well. But can you kind of tell people, we've got a couple new people on here who like just joined, who are like, I'm considering sharing. And so like, how would you share recruiting with people?
Yeah, the first thing I would say is if you're scared, just do it anyways. Don't sit there and mull over it. Don't think about it. Don't think about the perfect wording or things like that. And like, I'm the queen of that. Like, I'm a type A, type B, but I have enough type A in me that I want it to be just so or just right. Or what if I say the wrong things? When you start talking in your head like that, you're not going to do it. So just type it out, check your typos. If you get some from me, I have typos in it all the time though. It's because I'm got scared. I'm like, no, I'm just going to push enter before I get too scared. And I just do it. So that's the biggest thing. If you're nervous about sharing, I get it. I think everybody on this call has been there before. Just do it. Remember, those people are not going to get you out of the situation. You are. But so just do it scared. The biggest thing is obviously social media. Like it is 2025. I think calls are great. I think connecting with people in person are fantastic, but social media is really where I'm building my business. And I do not have like this page that is all about Plexus and stuff. I just took my personal Facebook and my personal Instagram and I post on it a lot. But I feel like I'm doing it very strategically. Like I have an idea and a plan when I'm doing it. With my Facebook wall, I do not clog it up with Plexus posts. I don't. I post about Plexus, but it's not every single post. I still incorporate things about my family, or if I, take a pretty picture or something, I'm still posting those things in there and I mix in Plexus on my wall. But then my stories, I fill it up because so many people love stories because it's like a little insight into everyone's daily lives. And we all love that. I love that too. I've even had several people message like, oh, I love seeing that, like you have dirty dishes in the sink sometimes. I do too, because a lot of people on social media make it out like things are perfect and they're not. So I fill up my stories with Plexus stuff, whether I'm posting about product stuff or like my kids using the products, or I show myself whatever drink I'm using that morning or that day. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't. I just keep it mixed up. And the biggest thing is I'm always genuine. I am always sharing literally what's on my heart, why I believe in these products, why I believe in this business, why I think this business can create opportunities for other people. And like I said, the biggest thing is I'm just being genuine. I know in sales, and I know we're building a business, but it's still like you technically sell something to get people to join you. Whether it's for products or sharing. But in sales, I know it's at least a minimum of like 7 to 10 exposures. So if I'm filling up my stories constantly and someone is watching, they may not even be participating or showing. And a lot of the people that have come onto board with me are not even commenting on my stories or my posts. They are watching. Do not let it discourage you, because they are watching. And the more exposures they get, the more brave they become, and they finally decide, okay, I'm just going to reach out. And I'll be honest with you, I've done 4 Zooms in the past 2 days. I did 3 on Saturday, and I did one last minute last night. I did not have a single like person interested get on those Zoom calls. But you know what? That's okay, because I've only posted about Zooms 4 times, or it's a little bit more now because I did some earlier in the week too. But in the past 48 hours, 4 times. If someone saw that for the first time, that's 4 exposures right there. I've got 6 more to get to where they might hop on there. And I just don't let it discourage me.
I love that. I love that. Yes, and it shows that your audience that you're serious about them. Yes, Megan. And that's the truth. It's sometimes we think that it's all about the immediate result, but a lot of times it really is about showing our audience that we're serious, right? It's showing and it's building trust with our own selves that I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I don't know how. And then all of a sudden, she called me. She's like, "Well, I'm not really getting anybody to go." And then all of a sudden she's like signs up literally like 4 people in one day. It was crazy. So when you are focused and just kind of doing things and putting yourself out there, it's going to work eventually. So 8 to 12 exposures is super normal. That's a super normal amount. Can I tell you that it took me 18 months to say yes? So some people have been exposed before, some people are ready to jump in. That's awesome. Some people are going to take a little bit longer, and that's okay. So the next thing I want to just kind of go over, thank you, Alicia, so much for sharing
Mhm.
and doing all that, girl. You're awesome. Seriously.
Thank you.
Is that I want to go over what happens when you join. Okay. So, and this is for a good reminder because we're going to be having lots of people coming in and doing these things. Is that when, or maybe you're brand new on here, but when you come in, you're going to get a 3-way call, right? So the person who sponsors you and the upline should be doing a 3-way call. So if Lisa signs up somebody, I'm getting on a call with Lisa and that somebody. If Nicole signs up Kelly, I'm getting on a call with Nicole and Kelly, and it goes on down. The 3-way call is super, super important because we want to make sure that people have a great customer service experience. Number one priority is that they have a great experience on their products, right? Because when people have a good experience on their products, they're going to feel good and they're going to naturally share. People, listen to me. Everybody shares Plexus. Everybody tells somebody. I mean, you're not mixing a pink drink and not anybody, not your kids, not your husband, not anybody's not going to ask you, what is that? Then your friends are asking you. So if everybody's sharing Plexus, we want to definitely talk to people about how to share it, right? So the 3-way call is going to be a really great place. Alicia said, I wanted to say, I'm also coachable. Yes, as all get out. If Alicia tells me to do it, I do it. Work harder, smarter, not harder, and learn from those who've done it before us. Yes, I will have you chime in on that in just a second. So on that 3-way call, you definitely want to set yourself up for success. So you introduce your upline to the person you've signed up, and you're going to then talk about doing the first shout out post after you've talked about the products, right? So, okay, I want you to do your first shout out post. Listen, this is the hardest part that I feel like people kind of get real tripped up on is that they ask one time and they never ask again. Or they ask one time and they're like, well, they said they were going to and they never did. I Tell me here right now who posted just on the first ask. Okay. Did you post on the very first ask? You might have, but chances are you didn't. And it took a little while. It took me a minute to get Alicia to post, but I wasn't forceful and I wasn't like, hey, post, post, post. I was just nudging. Hey, when she'd be like, oh my gosh, look at my results. I'm like, you should share that. Oh, I love the flavor of the pink drink. You should share that. Oh, I'm loving my reset. You should totally share that. By about the fourth or fifth time of me saying that, she finally was like, okay, because I've planted seeds of sharing those products. And then you're going to, so you've talked to them about their products, right? And helps them figure out if this makes you nervous, go listen to a couple videos, talk to and your upline should know what to do anyway. But you're going to learn. I promise you, you're going to learn and it's going to feel so much easier. But if you're not doing these calls and you're not setting people up for success, what happens is they might as well just bought it off the Walmart shelf. Even though you can't buy Plexus in Walmart, they might as well just have gone to GNC and bought a supplement that doesn't work half as well and have no coaching, right? We want to provide top supplements with top coaching for people because these products, can I just tell you passionately and honestly and authentically that these products absolutely work. They work. And we want to provide good customer service. You will not see me waiting 5 hours to answer a message, right? I'm going to get in there and I'm going to be on top of it with my customer because it's important to me that they have success on their products, that they feel valued, that they don't feel like they're just another number, that they feel seen, right? That's an integrity thing for me is if I'm bringing you on, you're getting the best that I possibly can give you. So getting them started on a call, and asking for the three-way call. Who on here is like, how do you get someone on a three-way call? I just don't know. You drop a one in the comments if you're not sure. I just do it. I'm like, yo, Megan, we're going to hop on a three-way call with my upline because she's going to set you up for your products. We want you to have the best success possible. Very rarely do I have someone be like, I don't want to have the best success possible. Do not do this, right? It's when we're awkward and we're like, do you want to get on a call? Do you want to listen to her? It's like, no, we want to give you the best success possible. Get on this call. On that call, also, you can talk about their subscription and help them set up their subscription to make it so that they're ordering the next month, right? That's good customer care to make sure that they are doing that. And then I love asking them who an accountability partner for them could be. Or I'll say something like, do you know anybody who has migraines, diabetes, PCOS, things like this? Because that is going to show people that they know people. How many times have you guys been like, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. I can't share because I don't know anybody. Well, yeah, you do. My 64-year-old Sunday school teacher was suffering from migraines when I first started, and she literally orders 10 years later, orders every single month because she's like, I don't have migraines anymore. Like, changed her life, right? So really sharing, getting out there and sharing with people and putting ideas in their head. And this is what I want to say is if you want this, you're going to be unstoppable. You're going to be unstoppable. You're not going to be afraid to tell someone to shout out. You're not going to be afraid to do the thing. Or you might be afraid, but you're going to do it anyway. And big energy is required, and it's okay. It's okay to have that big, brave energy and really put yourself out there and say, I want you guys to see what I'm doing. My passion is there. I messaged Megan the other day. I said, it's crazy. I go to bed thinking about Plexus. I wake up thinking about Plexus. I'm so pumped because people are experiencing life-changing results. And our heart and our passion is that you guys have that in your income and in your finances too. More people are stressed out about their income than they are their health. They can have poor health and they're still more stressed out about their income. So when I have someone come to me and they're like, I just can't afford, well, I could only buy the triplex this month. I'm like, oh my gosh, like you absolutely need this other product. We've got to get you sharing. Like it's a non-negotiable for me. I want you to have money in your pocket so that you can be not stressed out about it and take care of your health. It is a perfect merge. Okay. Plexus is the right place, the right time, the right products, all the things. You can share on social media, which does speed it up, right? It's not, you don't have to door knock. You can door knock if you want to, but you don't have to. You can get on social media and make a post and let people know what you're doing. Right? But when we're passionate and we're excited, fire attracts fire. People are going to be attracted to what you're doing when you're excited and ready to move that needle forward, when you're pumped up. Listen, I just joined, and my friend Jennifer was making a lot of money, and I watched her go from, literally, no joke, having hardly able to pay their bills. Their water would get cut off. One day she came to school and had told me she had to go over to her neighbor's house and rinse her hair out because she had shampoo in her hair and they cut the water off in her neighbor's yard with their hose. I mean, like, that's the kind of place they were in. And then all of a sudden, she's driving a Lexus. They're moving into a bigger house. And I pulled her aside and I was like, are you selling drugs? Like, you can tell me the truth. Are you a drug dealer? And I may consider it. I'm just joking. But it's like, what are you doing? And so when she was like, no, it's seriously this pink drink. And she was crazy passionate about the products. And I had watched her. I literally watched her go from the very beginning to diamond and was like, I don't even know what's happening here. And so what I realized in all of this moment of realizing, oh my gosh, she had been sharing this with me for 18 months. And I watched it unfold, but because of fear of what other people would think, but because of just deciding that it was a scam, come on, because I decided that I was smarter than her, like, oh, bless it, she's gotten into some kind of scam. I refused to even look at the opportunity. And in the book, Successful Thought Mind, what is that book, Megan? Successful Mind of a Millionaire. I can't remember the exact title. Is that I've read it like 3 times in the last 3 months, but he talks about actually a poor mindset, like poor money mindset, is that everything's a scam. Like, it's actually a mindset of somebody who's in scarcity. Everything's a scam. This isn't going to work. This is not good. This is bad. And so really being able to get to that place where I was like, this is an opportunity. I've literally watched this happen in front of me. And so then when you join and you're scared and you're like, I don't know, but I was able to lean on that and know, it's like, no, this can work. Y'all have the most successful lineage in Plexus right here. Who you sign up with matters. You have joined the absolute best team, and you're in the most successful lineage team in Plexus ever. Everybody above, so Megan, Cheryl, me, we're all diamonds all the way up. And so that matters, okay? Because when your grandma and your grandpa are really successful, they can pass you those successful habits. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. And so when we're telling you this works and you can make a lot of money doing this, you just have to make that decision that you're going all in. So what I love about having Alicia share today is she's a senior silver ambassador. She's going to go gold, but she talks and she acts as though she's already an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond because she can already see it. It didn't take her very long, right? You're open to the opportunity and seeing it and really deciding to go for it and making a decision that could literally impact the rest of your life. So whether you're on here and you're thinking, I just want an extra $500 a month, we can help you. But why would you want to stop there when you literally can make so much income? And here's the best part is that it's not just you making income, it's your team making income. And I can promise you this, it's like when you start to have kids and you realize, oh my gosh, why is my son making a basket so much cooler and more fun than when I made a basket? Right? Like, I'm like a crazy person. I'm like, I promise I did not drink before this game, but like something comes over me and I become a crazy person. Right? But it's so much fun to witness someone else's growth and success. So you are part of the best community, the most encouraging people that I know, part of the most successful company line in Plexus. That is your heritage. That is where you're coming from. And so if you want to go all the way, if you hear these visions and you're like, this is where I want to go, don't wait. Jump on the gravy train now because it's a going and it's going now. So make that decision, get excited, get into that big energy where you're just like, I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm doing this because other people are not paying your bills. Other people are not, they're not raising your kids for you. They're not babysitting your kids for you, right? So I want you to just remember that you can do it and that you just have to make that decision and draw that line. So Alicia, thank you so much for hopping on. I love it. Tuesday night, I'm going to be doing a training on how to create business builders, how to build your team. We're going to get into it. It's going to be fire. I'm excited. It's planned. It's ready to go. And I cannot wait. So y'all have an amazing Monday. Let's go kill it.